ways maybe more insidious than assault. What you'll hear is neglect, and neglect is itself a form of violence. The first tape is from a small town, Fredericksburg, Virginia. It's a 911 call recorded earlier this month. A woman called Tara Durant took her young daughter on errands downtown. As the two tried to drive home, a mob surrounded their vehicle and blocked it from moving. Several people jumped on Durant's car and screamed obscenities at her child. Terrified, Tara Durant called 911. And here's the response she got.
They're on my car, right? They're on my car right now.
So we would suggest you slowly drive through the area. Don't hit anyone with your vehicle.
I cannot get out of here, okay?
You have to be patient, but I'll let the officers know, okay?
But are you serious?
The city told us that we can't do anything, ma'am. The city told us that this is a sanctioned event.
Get out of my car! You know, this is going to get dangerous. I got a kid here.
Yes, ma'am. It was just that you call up City Hall to let them know about your frustrations.
Get
We're all very
out of the
frustrated.
way! Get out of the way! This is getting scary. They're on my car! They're on my car! And I got a little girl in the car crying. Are you kidding me?
They're on my car! They're on my car! Ma'am, comes the reply. We would suggest you call up City Hall to let them know about your frustrations. Those are verbatim quotes. It's hard to listen to that tape without feeling emotional. A woman and her child were terrorized by a violent mob, and then they were intentionally abandoned by the state that has promised to protect them. It was the ultimate betrayal of citizenship. You should know that the mayor of Fredericksburg, Virginia, a woman called Mary Catherine Greenlaw, later apologized. But Greenlaw did not apologize to Tara Durant or her young daughter. The mayor apologized to the mob. Police had tried to disperse them while they were rioting. Quote, "I am personally sorry," Mayor Greenlaw slobbered. "I want to apologize to those who went through this fearful experience." Again, to be crystal clear, Mayor Greenlaw said that to the rioters, not to the citizens she had cruelly abandoned. All of that happened in a little town of 25,000 people. It's happening in so many American towns right now. Here's what's happening in our cities. This is recent video from New York. You'll be forgiven if you don't recognize it. It looks like a foreign country. As you watch, notice how the police respond. The squad car just rolls on through. The cops don't even slow down. They've been told not to. They don't try to enforce the law. They can't enforce the law. Keep in mind, decent people live in that neighborhood. Decent people live in every American neighborhood. How would you feel if you lived there? You'd be very afraid. You'd feel like things were falling apart. More than anything else, you would want someone to restore order. You'd want a leader to take back your neighborhood from armed children, because armed children are far more threatening than even the worst rogue cop, always. But local leaders are not doing that. They are not restoring order. They're ignoring the suffering of their people. So what is the White House doing about this? Well, the president announced 2 days ago that anyone who topples a statue on federal property will face 10 years in prison. That is a welcome start. What we're living through right now, despite what people have told you, is not a local problem. This is a national crisis. The riots are designed to produce a national result: the destruction of our system of government and the removal of Donald Trump. People expect a president to respond to a moment like this, to fix it, and they have a right to expect that. The president runs the country. If the rioters were Saudi nationals, it would be very clear that there is nothing local about what we're watching. We would understand immediately that it's terrorism. The president would give a primetime address. Within hours, the feds would be hunting these people down and arresting them. If the rioters were white supremacists, they'd already be in prison facing life. So the question is, why isn't the Justice Department responding like this? That's not clear. Some blame the White House counsel's office. They say it's dominated by Bush partisans who were hostile to Trump. We don't know if that's true. If it is true, there's an easy solution to it. Just ignore their counsel. Send the lawyers to the basement till November and have them reorganize the card catalog or read Reader's Digest from the 70s. Only a fool lets lawyers make critical decisions anyway. They're not wise. If they were, they probably wouldn't be lawyers.